we're just gonna get into it, guys. Um, First of all, thanks again for joining us here. I'm usually joined by Jesse Cherry, but he is busy doing a whole bunch of interviews um, because we're kind of busy these days, right? But let me get into the campaign right now. Mike's up. Oh yeah, more, more. Oh my God, more. There, more. Speak up. Hey, I know. I see you. What's up, Glorious? Thanks for joining the stream. Okay, so I'm gonna get into this now. We're gonna get into Morph Madness, and I'm gonna switch, and hopefully this works. It's been a while. Hey, there goes myself. Back into and keep it perfect. Thank you. I'm getting a mic check from the rest of the team over here, which is helpful. So let's get into Morph Madness, guys. So for those of you guys who are just tuning in and who don't know what exactly is Morph Madness, all right. So I'm just gonna go through this and not jump into the nitty gritty here. But Morph Madness, basically, it's the bracket as you see here, and you see that there's a whole bunch of characters that just came out of nowhere, right? But there's a thing to this, right? This is what we're doing here. So we're running a whole month-long campaign here, where we're having different rounds here. Round one, a semifinals, and then eventually we'll get into a championship round on March 25th, where we do our final live stream. So the way it works is that each week that passes, we're gonna have different matchups here, right? And you guys have a chance to vote. And the way this works is that as long as you have some sort of social media, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you name it, you can vote at least once, all right, for each of those times. And then the way it works is that round one starts from March 6th to the 11th, and that's the voting period right there. And then we're gonna do a live stream come March 12th, 4 p.m., usual standard time that we do. Semifinals then comes up around from March 12th to the 17th, where we start voting for that segment. And then followed by the live stream from March 18th, same time. And you get the picture, right? And then eventually we get into the finals from March 18th to the 24th, right there, where you guys can do another last voting period for the championship. And then we determine who's the winner of the whole Morph Madness thing. It's pretty simple, right? But of course, for every sweepstakes, there are rules. But check this out. Even with the rules coming out, we've got some prizes over here. If you haven't had a chance to, take a look at it. Go to battleforthegrid.com. Look at the news page. Right there, you will see this awesome Morph Madness prize bundle there. Shout outs to Hasbro for hooking it up with all these cool action figures here. You see all these cool guys. Ooh, I even see Beast Morphers over there. That looks pretty exciting. And right under that, we have it all built in. It's kind of like a widget, right? So we got this through Gleam. I mean, all of you guys who do like sweepstakes and everything or contests, you know what this thing is all about, right? So far we've got like 40 entries here. I'm assuming not a lot of people know about it. We did just push this out on social media just recently, but if you get a chance to, and if you want to be a part of this, I encourage you to vote. And the way this works is that if you hover this, you see here it says, it has this pre-selected caption here where it says, my vote goes on blank. So what you insert there is literally the warrior name. For instance, I'm voting for Lord Draken, I'm gonna go hashtag Lord Draken. Or if I'm voting for Jason, I'm voting for hashtag Jason, and so on and so forth. You get the picture, right? So that is pretty much one vote right there, all right? And then obviously there are rules, but I'm not gonna bore you guys with all this stuff. That's pretty much everything that there is with Morph Madness, guys. Again, super excited to talk more about this throughout the rest of this whole month. And during this month, we're gonna be showcasing a bunch of other characters that you've already seen that we've already have hand selected here through Morph Madness, our favorite 8 warriors, right? So that's what we're gonna be doing. So now comes the fun part, right? I wanna, enough with the talk. I know all of you guys just came here just to really get the gameplay going on over here. So at this time, I'd like to call up to the stream right now Daniel Maniago, one of our combat designers here from Enway Games, aka Clockwork. Yo, what's up, man?
Yeah, what's going on,
Welcome
man?
to the stream.
What's up? What
Here we go, eh? I'm gonna switch it up here to camera only.
That's my face.
Right.
Yo, what's going on? My name is Daniel. I'm working as the lead combat designer for Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. Thank you so much for everyone for tuning in, man. Yeah, please join Morph Madness.
Morph Madness, right? Yeah, and like so today, you know, speaking of Morph Madness, we're gonna be showing off 4 characters.
Yeah.
We're gonna be focused on Lord Draken, MMPR Red, MMPR Green, fan favorite, obviously. And let's get some Gia up
Yeah,
in there too,
for
right?
sure.
So we're gonna do all that, and then throughout the rest of this campaign, slowly but surely, you guys are going to see all the new characters.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna be rolling out, announcements and whatnot, content throughout the upcoming week. So yeah, definitely hit the follow button on the channel, on the Twitch channel, please.
Please do it.
Yeah,
Please do it,
we got-
because there's
more to
so
come.
much content.
Yeah.
All right, so we're just gonna go into this right now. Daniel, I'll leave the keys to you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
sure.
hop out of this side over here, but I heard we had some special guests coming.
Yeah. So
Yeah?
we got some friends in the office today.
Let's get him. Let's get him on here. 20.
Oh, we're getting a request to turn up the volume. Hey, how's the sound? Test.
Test.
Hello. What's up, Keats? Yo. So thank you so much, guys, for joining. If you guys don't know, this is my good friend here, Justin Wong,
What is up?
multiple Evo champion. Same thing, with my friend, Mr. IFC Yipes,
Greetings.
Michael Mendoza.
Greetings.
Yeah, we got some fighting game players in the office today. Yeah. So is this for me?
I think
Whatever's
it's-
first player, yeah.
Okay. So let me cut over to the game. Hey, how's the volume, by the way? Can you guys hear us okay? Are we good? Oh, yeah.
right on.
All right, so you guys want to cut into the game?
Yeah, so let me put the mic right here. Yeah, just let us know if we need yeah. Very hard to hear us. Can you turn this up,
Yeah.
Chris?
I'm trying.
Test. How's this? Hello.
Are we good? Are
Way-
we good?
Way up?
Way up.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's here.
No, that's the desktop.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Bottom. That one.
Yeah, it's all the way up.
Hello?
Wow, we good now?
Max and Max.
It says we good now. Okay.
Oh, we good.
All right,
We might have.
we
We're
good.
way up. We're way up.
So this one has my controls
Yeah,
on,
this
right?
is bro.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me.
There you go, brother.
Let's get in there.
Show world.
So you can switch over.
Yeah, I'm switching over.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey,
Hey.
Whoa.
I didn't press anything.
Yeah.
Switch to the game.
Oh yeah. You gotta.
And then we gotta switch.
Nope.
Nope.
That one.
No, you gotta click on. Yeah. We
Yeah. There we
Yeah.
go.
See us? Can
Oh
you
no,
see us?
wait. There we go.
Ain't
Killing
nobody
it,
trying to Ain't nobody trying to see us.
Yeah. So just a quick overview. This is Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. It's a 3v3 fighting game where obviously you pick 3 characters. You can call them as assists, right? You got the whole squad. And so the controls, really quick. It's a familiar layout from more recent fighting games. So there's an L, there's an M, H, and assist 1, assist 2. I can have both at the same time if I want. And the way the specials work, so there's a special button, and you can press neutral special, right? So you can press forward special, and you can press back special. Yeah. So we are really about accessibility. We don't want to gate any moves behind complicated inputs or anything like that. So you can pretty much just jump right in and start doing stuff. It's a very fast-paced fighting game, so more towards the style of sort of versus games and team combat games. So there's a lot of juggling, air blocking, that kind of thing. So very very frenetic, fast-paced.
I just they're just saying that one word. I don't know what they're talking about. I just see the Red Ranger and Draken. That's all I see. That's all I see. I don't know what else they're talking about. Straight up, you feel me?
Right.
Listen, man, it's one of those games where you always wanted to see some Zoo Rangers just kick each other's ass. That's basically it.
So yeah, very basic on the combo system. So there's several different I want to say tiers of combos. So the very basic stuff is you can press any, whether it be L or M or H. You can just mash these buttons and get a target combo, right? This is M, right? And then I can also press H. But of course, for more traditional, fighting game enthusiasts, it'll be familiar to do LMH. And I can also do LMH into my target combo. And I can also do excuse me, getting ahead of ourselves. I could do LMH into specials, right? And those specials, of course, I can combo into my super.
Tyrannosaurus! Oh?
Yeah, so pretty much all the characters have a similar layout to this. And so, if you learn how to play one character, chances are you'll be, you won't have to learn too much more going with other characters. And of course, everyone has, and those are sort of like the basics. Of course, we have juggles, so more advanced combos, And of course, you can do anything from specials during those juggles, supers. I should mention that in the air, you have LMH, but you also have an air special as well. So every character has a move that they can do in the air with a special button. Yeah, we got push blocking, right? Excuse me. Push blocking, throws, all the stuff you guys are familiar with, right? We have dashing, and we also have auto running. So if you just want to, we only have walking backwards, but you can run, you can dash, right?
Back dash.
You can dash into run. Sorry. So yeah, I mean the idea is we don't want to gate. We don't want to gate movement behind complicated inputs. So if you want to just start moving right away, then you can, right? Also, two different kinds of jumps. You have the regular jump and you have a dash jump. Goes a bit further and goes also has a lower trajectory or lower altitude, I should say. Right. And then you can also chain stuff in the air. Oops. Ooh, whoa, whoa!
Okay.
Yeah, these combos.
Yeah. So the four characters that we're showing off today are, of course, Red Ranger, Lord Draken, who's the boss of the game. You can check my Twitter if you want to see. We came out with a trailer for him recently. It's pretty sweet. And we're also showing off Green Ranger and Mega Force Yellow. Right. So I know everyone wants to see Green Ranger.
Tommy Oliver, yes.
The alternate color.
Yeah.
Not only as the Green Ranger, but it's me. Evil
That's what's up, man.
Tommy.
So, we wanted to make sure that we, pulled as much from the source material as we could when making the move set. So, for example, anyone will, recognize these moves, right? When he was still Evil Ranger, right?
Force all the Power Rangers in one shot. Yes.
Yeah, that move definitely is broken.
It is broken.
Yeah, can you guys hear Yipes and Justin, by the way? Just want to make sure.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we're good. Ooh. Yeah, advanced combos. So yeah, I'll just give you a rundown of some of Green Ranger's moves. Right, he has the fireball, he has this drop kick, he has the air special, he has this geyser, right, and he also has a drill kick. All taken from the source material, right? And of course, he's brandishing his dagger the whole time. I forgot to mention. So we have EX moves. Basically, it's the reversal mechanic. It has some invincibility. I feel like a large part of the meta is going to be baiting these out, right? So it has some invincibility, and you use it defensively to get people off of you, that sort of thing. You can also add it in combos. It takes 1 meter. You can't see it because we have the infinite meter on, but yeah, it takes meter. And I should say supers, they take 2 meters. And here's Tommy's super.
Oh,
Come on.
And of course, I can combo off of this.
Open palm. Activated battle mode. Dragon Sword. Activated battle mode.
damn! Look at that. Okay.
I got a combo.
You got.
Yeah,
I mean, the
yeah,
execution part, huh?
yeah.
Come on. Oh.
That was so
Yeah, so we know that there's a lot of Green Ranger fans, not only in the chat but in the office as well. You know, I was 9 years old watching this dude go to work.
Including me.
Yeah.
Including me. I'm not from the office, but I love Tommy Oliver. That's my man, 100 grand.
Yeah, he's really a character. So you know, the contrast between red and green is red. He a lot of his combos are, you know, ground based, that kind of thing. He has some juggles, of course, right? But Green Ranger, he's all about the juggle. So a typical bread and butter, something like this, right?
And what's so great is obviously you haven't even added the assist yet in the combos.
Yeah. So that's like a typical bread and butter with Green Ranger. Yeah, so I should go over assist. So, you know, you press assist 1 or assist 2 to get your assist on the screen. The way you tag in this game, there's 2 ways to tag. It's pretty much the same thing. So you either, if you have your assist on the screen, press it again, and you can turn into that. You can take over, basically, which is what the UI call out is. And also, if you just want to tag out quick, you can just double tap it, and I'm already out, right? So given that, for example, if I call red as an assist, I can, you know, green's doing its thing while I've already switched over to red.
It's like the fireball.
Yeah, like the fire. That's what I tried to do actually. So I could do this. Right. So in that case, you know, you can kind of mix it up. Also, a tactic that we've been using here in the office is if you can get a sandwich, right? Then suddenly, yeah, Green Ranger's attacking you from behind.
I got hit.
Right. And so,
That's a mix-up. That's the
and
mix-up
if I have
right
both
there.
of these guys on screen, and you know, you don't know which one I'm switching to, when you have to react really quickly. So that's sort of like mix-ups that are unique to this game is switching out and, you know, going low or switching out. And also, I can combo off of my assist if I tag in. Yeah.
Ooh.
Didn't combo. Let me go over some yellow actually. So this is Gia, Megaforce Yellow. She's more of sort of like a mid to long range character. So she has her, you know, saber whip.
It's instant
Right.
overhead.
Yeah, instant overhead, so I can do stuff like this.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, got the snipe. Her special move, she has this move at low high, right? I can combo that to super. She has this move that we're calling internally whip fling. If I press it again, she zooms in. Right, she could juggle. She's pretty good at juggling as well. Got some 2 anti-airs actually. Oh, this is another thing I need to go over is that anti-airs in this game. So, you know, obviously you can air block. However, every character has every character has a button that the anti-air with. So if you see Justin right here, he's well, when he's not attacking, he's air blocking, right? And he can even air block anything I do on the ground. But if I hit him with my anti-air, not only is it unblockable, but it also goes through any air attacks that he might do. Yeah, it goes right through it. So anti-airing will be a big part of the game as far as, you know, reacting to offense with anti-air and then having a optimal combo punish to. Obviously, that's not optimal. Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right?
Just a general idea of what's to come.
Yeah,
Nice.
that kind of
Okay.
thing, right? So you really want to punish people for, yeah. You really want to punish them for jumping. You have Draken actually. Well, actually, I wasn't done showing yet. So this is some of her target combos, right? Light target combos. Medium, she uses the gun, and heavy. Right. Super, taken straight from the show. Yeah, but yeah, she's a character that, you know, you want to sort of keep at this range, sort of stand heavy range, right? Oh, and then she has a belt, of course.
Zoning.
Yeah, and this move you use to cancel into super combos. So she's a character that, yeah, she really complements Red well because of this, because of the overhead. But yeah, there'll be other systems that you can do.
It's so good.
The fact that you get end attacks in the combo.
Yeah.
What about the flip out?
Oh yeah, so those of you who are familiar with other fighting games where if you get hit in the air, you will flip out. With certain hit reactions or so certain attacks, if you hit them either air to air or ground to air, they'll flip out and you can go for a mix-up. So for example, so if I do like this juggle, Yeah, so you know we had the guys in the in the office for a little bit of time before this. So Justin may be familiar enough to show you a little bit of Draken. So Draken, for those of you guys that don't know, he is from the very successful Boom comic series, and he is basically Evil Tommy, and he is fighting with both Saba and the Dragon Flute, right? So he's a dual-wield fighter, very mix-up heavy. He has a double fireball. Ooh. And he's also a run character, so his forward special, it's sort of like a teleport dash, and off of this you can do multiple, follow-ups. So he can run stop, he can slide, he can go behind you, he can end that slash into a super, or he can teleport above you. So he's going to be a really tricky character as far as how you do a block string, call your assist, dash through, end up on top, do the little flip out reset. Very mix up heavy. You don't really know what he's going to do. Yeah, and then you can use run stop to continue combos. You could just like Nash. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And
You
then
go to just with this one time.
if you go anymore, I think that we have two systems that are preventing infinites in our game. I should go over. One of them is that we do have hit stun deterioration. So for example, if Justin kept doing that string with the run stops, it'll stop I think after maybe like the third rep. Let me try one. So that's to eventually the hit stun will run out. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So at that point in the combo, he wants to go into like a juggle or maybe a super or special. Also, we have a juggle limiter system in which the game will deem whether you have basically all the attacks in the game will have like a sort of like a juggle count, and if that count gets to a certain point, then you will automatically flip out that you saw earlier where you cross them. So several systems in place to prevent infinites, but I know that out of the 1,200 in the chat, one of those people is gonna maybe find the infinite. let me know ASAP. Let me know ASAP.
You already know how to stream the stream. You know what I mean? You're already like, oh, I think I'm gonna get this infinite down and stuff like that.
Yeah, do we talk about your infinites?
So Draken's a little taller, so these combos work easily on this. I swear that works.
Oh!
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a huge fan of both assists out at the same time. Like, I love the chaos, so I wanted to make sure that was something that not only you could do in this game, but I wanted it to be something useful. Oh yeah.
The throw.
Yeah, so given the attack system in the game, if I do this throw, call it a screen. Oh, you already know where I'm going with this. Right. So you can like alley-oop them, and that works with most of the throws in the game.
Cheat.
Yeah, you want to do this? Sure. Make sure that. Yeah. Let me go back to camera only view all.
But yeah, like, what do you guys think, guys? I mean, it's really just a Marvel-ish. I would say it's very juggly. A lot of juggles going on, stuff like that. A lot of juggles, a lot of hard resets.
Sure.
Right? A lot of assist calling, a lot of just awareness.
Yeah. So I think what was important to us is that, and something that we're back.
You're good.
So something that's important. I feel.
I gotta switch it up.
Yes, something that I feel is important in fighting games is sort of like the pace of the match. So we want to make sure that the pace of the match really stayed consistent, in that we don't want anyone to be like stuck in block strings or combos too much, So we made sure to have systems in place to make sure that the match keeps flowing, basically. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Not yet.
It's not ready.
It's not ready. It's beta. It's
Yeah.
beta combos.
Give you like 30 more minutes.
I just need a day of just no sleep. I'm good. I got this covered. Okay, all right. Let me see something.
Me?
Yeah.
It's definitely Green Ranger, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely Green Ranger, man. Of course.
No nerfs, please.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I actually
Let him go.
I
Oh man, you know what it is? I'm a big Red Ranger fan.
Okay.
But this Green Ranger skin is kind of ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Right, so and it's funny because the Power Rangers, they're all defined by the colors that they rock, right? So we want to make sure that the different colors, they still have the whatever color they represent, except obviously some of it's stark different. So both Red Ranger and Green Ranger have this alternate color to differentiate the two. Yeah, I was personally I was a Green Ranger fan more so than White Ranger. So when White Ranger came out, like everyone was like, I got it.
What a gentleman's handshake. do that again, just knock him down, do it again. What a gentleman's handshake. You know, one thing that was always a mystery to me is like, how the hell do you blow through this
We're trying to keep true to the
It's
show.
not like though, I'm with it. Don't get me wrong, I'm with it. That was always the thing as a kid, like, man, Tommy's like so talented.
I mean, like so many Rangers.
He's the god.
He is the god.
That's Jason David Flex, stop playing with him. He played all the suits, he's wore all the underwear.
Ooh,
everything.
ooh, that's
I'm not gonna try
combos.
to stop now. Oh, I
Brr,
had
brr, brr.
ass.
Oh,
I didn't know he was gonna go that
Yeah.
side.
You didn't believe in yourself. You
I
didn't believe in
definitely did.
yourself.
I
You
didn't
didn't
believe
believe in
it.
yourself.
I'm not a true Power Ranger.
So someone in the chat asked how the super works. So meter consumption in this game, swap strike, which is what you use to bring in opponent's teammate that might be recovering. Yeah, that costs 1 meter as well. Ooh, as well as EX. EX costs 1 meter,
life, right?
and supers cost 2 bars. So for example, Jason, he has a combo where you could just go like LMH down H into EX into super using all 3 bars. And it goes yeah, so a lot of characters, they can combo into their super after their EX. Well, not green, but red can definitely do it.
Actually interrupted. Oh,
Yeah, actually yellow can do it too.
Don't press no buttons.
Yeah, so
Alright, so one thing that I did catch on this when I was trying it earlier is the fact that after you push block, there's no guard stun.
yeah, so we wanted to make it so that if you really read a good sequence to push block, that you can push them and punish them, right? So Gia's actually really good for that. So she can push, and then she can start mashing on H because of the range. It kind of puts you at the perfect range to start doing stand heavies, basically. Yeah. So yeah, to push block it, it's S while you are blocking.
So I do like I was saying.
Yeah. Yeah. So if Justin does H, you can push and punish that like yeah. Then you could have punished it right there. So it's gonna be that whole thing that any game that has push block, you all know that it's not push blocking is a thing. It's free in this game, but it's not always like that's EX plus super. Yeah, it's not always the best thing to do to push block. So if you bait a push block, right, you can do a move to get back in, or you can sort of make them do a wrong input, that sort of thing. So push blocking is good, not always the best thing to do, but it's an option that you have to sort of play, be more assertive on offense, right? Have more active, active defense. Yeah, Lord Draken, he has a lot of crazy combo routes. In fact, I want to say, of the characters that we're showing off today, I want to say Draken and Green, they have a lot of crazy combo routes, some of which don't even involve like the launch. So try this combo out, Justin. Do LMH run stop, LMH fireball, and then do that into the slide. And press S right there, and then go run slide. Yeah. And if you catch the run slide as an air hit reaction, they're gonna flip up. Yeah, and then you can hit them after that. Yeah.
I know.
It's pretty good.
You was listening, you was getting in the transmissions. Zordon, aka Cluster.
Just say it.
All that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so you can stand jab right there, and then like
reset.
Reese, you can dash under, right? You can teleport and go high, call your assist. you know, swap over to the assist. You're hitting them from the other side. Yeah, we wanted to make sure we kept options open-ended.
Oh, okay,
Ooh! Yeah, he blocked it. He
yeah,
blocked it. He blocked it.
Yeah.
Saw it coming. Yeah, you could have grabbed. You could have grabbed.
Yeah, I was trying to
You could have.
grab.
Yeah, you could have grabbed and
I was
called your
trying to grab.
called your assist. Ooh.
Just
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, you could have juggled after that too.
Nick sucks.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
You pressed the wrong one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I press something?
No. Yeah.
Oh. Anyway. Yeah, we want to make sure that you guys, you know, we have plenty of content to come. You know, we're going to be having live streams throughout the, you know, the upcoming weeks to show you more of our content, more of the characters, that sort of thing. So, yeah, make sure to stay tuned, like and subscribe, right? And Wait
Yeah.
Games.
It's mad game.
You got new updates today? Yeah, so you can do that into the regular zone pick or into the charge zone. Yeah, it's a bit position dependent. Ooh. Actually, you can also do launch into fireball and it'll juggle, like, go like right on top of it.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah.
Do that again? You hit light right there to flip out.
If you dash up and hit stand light, yeah.
Oh, that was
I was ready
mad
to come in.
quick.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That was mad quick. Oh, you mean like after? Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Yeah.
Hey, you guys can I?
We gotta switch the buttons.
Oh, I gotta switch. Sorry, you're gonna have to see our faces real quick while I adjust my butt.
It's okay. It's good time. Good time. I think you should have not said that on stream. Call yourself Zordon.
Am I just? That's it. It's over for me.
Nah, I don't think so.
Right. Yeah. So green. Oh, sorry. Right. So green is a team player in that by his drop kick, it's really conducive to following up with assists. So.
Damage? Oh my god, that was almost 100% KO. Shit. We just got, you know what I mean? That was 100% KO.
Yeah. So, you know, combos like that, they're really easy to set up with green and some other characters as well, and you want to make sure that you are really taking advantage of when you swap out and continue the combo. And there's also combos where you can go from, like, for example, I can go from green to red to yellow, you know, and those are sort of like the more advanced combos. I'm not too good at those myself yet, but definitely possible, you know what I mean?
So you definitely get your maul on.
Yeah, it's definitely a move.
Well, I like the fact that you just safe tag. You know, usually in games when you tag, you just come in as an animation.
Yeah.
The fact that you can actually bring them in.
Yeah. So the thing is that if a player knows that you want to tag, they're probably gonna like stay on you so that you can't even, because you can't call your assist during block stun or hit stun, obviously. So a good player will sort of like stay on top of you when you're trying to tag out. All you need is, you know, like one moment. Right away.
And you can also obviously hit assist.
Yeah, you can hit assist. You can have your birthday.
So at any point in time, even on block stun, you just call the six and switch out.
No, not during block stun.
Okay.
Yeah, not during block stun, not during hit stun. But yeah, it's just was saying, yeah. So call your, yeah, you can. You can definitely happy birthday and Merry Christmas if you want.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, that's still is a thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
Alright, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So call your sis and I'll punish you. Alright, so I can So anyone that's played, this style of fighting game, or like versus games or in team fighters, they'll be very feel right at home with a lot of the mechanics that we have. A big part of the gameplay for us is we wanted to hit really 3 big points. One of them is for obviously just video game players in general, make sure it's accessible. We wanted to hit Power Rangers fans, make sure that we're pulling from the show, for the moves, right? We got the Dragon Sword. And also for fighting game players, if they want to play competitively, who's the more phenomenal, that's definitely a thing in this game, right? A lot to learn, and a lot of different team compositions, and the same thing, how different characters work with each other, etc., etc., etc.
It's gonna be a lot of awareness, especially when the takeover.
Yeah.
Takeover stuff is really, really big when it comes to the offense part.
Right. So if I do like this, right, and the thing is, like Green's assist is his assist is kind of difficult to use, but what it really does is it gets you in. So for example, if I get back here, so if I call him, right, and I take over, right, then so and what's good about Green's assist too is that if I'm close to the opponent. If I'm close to the opponent, he's back here, so I can start hitting from behind. I got it away, yeah. And that's going to be, I think, a big part of the mix-up game in Battle for the Grid. I play Shady every now and again, and he mixes me up with it all the time. Oh yeah, we have some we're on roller skates here, so any dash attacks that carry some momentum with them. Yeah. Even if you even throw, dash throw.
And you tech the same way, right? As any like traditional tech?
Yeah. Traditional tech, so you throw at the same time and you'll tech out. How do you guys feel about playing some matches?
Yeah, I'm down. We decided to play some matches. Obviously, I'm not too with the meta, but I'm down.
Yeah, Yellow's she's really easy to combo with. A lot of her combos will go into like launch, into gun, right, into the ballerina, into the super. Also, she can combo her super from the EX. So. Oops. Oh, I didn't let it go.
What about a snap?
Alright, so we have this thing called Swap Strike. So forces opponent in, right? So if Draken was in the back healing, he just lost all of his recoverable health, right? Yeah, get a mix up on him. Some of this, right?
That's actually
And you can still tap.
Yeah, he can still tag.
wow.
Yeah, so guys, once you configure your controls, maybe we can go back to
Wait.
no.
No, like
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, no one wants to see Mongoose. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, go ahead. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning into the stream, man. 1300 strong. What's up? Yeah, really looking forward to getting the game into everyone's hands and seeing what everyone thinks. Yeah. So let's oh, let me see.
oh,
Yeah.
you want to go to
Yeah. So,
main menu?
yeah.
Yeah, I would say like myself and Yipes, we got here like pretty early, right? We got pretty early, and we were just pretty much in training mode. In training mode for like these 3 days.
Yeah, I literally just got off the plane and came straight over here to actually try this out. So.
We were in training mode.
Now we're at Harvard.
We were in Harvard. Okay. We can do.
Some training mode. Oh no, we can go
Yeah,
there.
we can go here. Cutting back to game.
Ooh, intros.
Alright, okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're good. Keep the day one gameplay. Oh yeah. By the way, that's a counter. Ooh. I
Oh, no, man.
mean, maybe I have to jump on the stick in a bit.
You have to jump in there.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what people are gonna do with the game, man.
Okay, you definitely punched me.
Oh, for the push block?
Yeah. Oh, come on. I ain't no side. Ow. Alright, yeah, I got hit. That was nice.
Yeah, I think this is
You
guys'
haven't
first time.
prac- you haven't
Yeah,
practiced for
I think it's their first time. First
Yeah,
time.
I
using
usually
it.
guys get assists, you know. I'm MSP scrub. So, you know.
That's cool, man.
You definitely finish the job.
So I feel like you know, when you have meter with green, like, oh, you could super off that too. Yeah, when you have meter with green, sometimes it is just called missiles. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And then you can jump over them, right? You can overhead them.
That's a wild life.
Recoil. That's
Just
recoil
the
damage.
buttons. Just the buttons.
Yeah, yeah.
And
That's recoil damage.
let me get in here. Automatic airplane.
I like it.
You like it? String them up, get some offense going. I like the unblockable part. I see why you put the unblockable in.
The anti-air.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You trying to show your face, Shady?
The recoil damage.
That's right.
Shady left on us from where he came from.
Wow.
The rock where he came from.
Let's play some games. Just
Ready? Yeah.
oh, my bad. Back to the game plan. Right.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, Daniel's right at home. I can see he's right at home. Oh?
Nah, not as good as I'd like to be, but
That is the decree of the rankings. It's teamwork. That is a fact. That is the decree of the rankings.
oh my
So,
god.
what's the mix though?
I don't got mixed, you know. Oh my god.
Take you to a symphony right here. Let me give you a hand. Or dance. Oh, I was gonna ask that. Okay. I like that. Vintage. Vintage. Yeah. That's
Whoa. Yeah, it's good. If you throw, it's a good way to get out of like situations like
special. I see. I can already see. Clean up with this.
Oh my god.
Oh, and boo boo. Oh, it's so nice. Yo, that T-Rex is getting rock solid.
Oh my god.
Tyrannic arm. Oh, you getting excited looking at this character. I'm assuming you got some dirt with this character. Let me give you a hand. Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
oh, I threw. Oh, jeez.
Oh yeah, that's right. What about it though? I'm being nice and simple. You gonna kill him though? You got too hard. Don't get grabbed, son. Oh, you calm over there? Ow, hold on. Long range. Don't gotta be close to you, buddy.
Ah, you got
Yo,
it.
That
YOLO
was
soup.
wow.
YOLO soup.
Yo, show us how it's done.
YOLO soup.
It's done, man. Talk to him. Alright, that was a pretty close match.
It was, yeah, I mean,
That's the debut. That's the debut
that
of
was
a
the
match.
debut match.
Don't count me. That was a washout. Don't count me. These guys know what they're doing. They're professionals.
I don't
Yeah,
know what
curious.
those icons are.
Curious.
Yeah, I was saying this earlier. So last time I actually seen a fighting game for this was like this. This game that worked out. I remember when you would do the fireball with green rings, you had a whole team to actually do it. It was pretty cool.
I played the Super Nintendo one.
Sports, right?
Yeah.
Man, Jay, you look real familiar with this. Both shoes is off, on the couch, real comfortable.
That's my character right here.
Oh my god.
Wow. Make it rain, baby. Make it rain. That's the handshake super. Spend that cash. Yeah, check it out. Reversal.
He's dead. He's dead.
Hell yeah, he's dead.
Looks like
Is that
scrub.
gonna hit me?
Turn around, definitely turn around.
Oh my god.
Oh, I got hit. Shit on defense.
Oh.
Actually, right.
Over it, over it. Don't grenade.
Oh, that was instant recovery?
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
That was just
But I like how Daniel was encouraging us.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That was good. Knock it out.
Oh, don't. Okay, forgot about those. Punishment.
Ooh, ooh.
We saw it. There was too much block stuff.
Oh, that was over.
You got hit. Feel your other half. Daniel, you see something from him up.
Oh!
Classic.
Yeah, you try going a little
Yalaba. That's Tom Yalaba.
Hey, let me switch the track.
Give him a little bit of
Yeah.
space.
Let me
Hit him with a little bit of lore here.
Let me switch.
Okay. Man,
The Green Ranger's where it's at.
I'm a personal yes. Green Ranger fan myself when it comes to the combos. I mean, you're taking 50% off of one combo, one confirm. Let's go classic.
Classic
Let's
stage.
go where
Yeah,
let's
big
go where
stage.
everybody's
sorry.
gonna go. Let's go where everyone's gonna go when the game drops.
Oh, the Zordon is trading.
Everyone is gonna come.
You
in
gotta
here.
practice the skills
absolutely. To get their combos. I know I'm gonna be in here. Moves. Oh.
Mix.
Like,
Yo, don't let him live. Why is he still in there?
That's big. That was big. Oh, that was big. Oh, you broke that? I saved stuff. Whole lot. say.
Here comes Scrubs. Here comes Scrubs.
Definitely gotta be aware of super. 2 balls for super. If I see 2 balls, I'm just like.
Oh, I'm gonna get both.
Oh my god.
Dead. Talented, man. Yo! Oh, okay, I like that. Don't do nothing afterwards.
Oops.
I'm gonna just say that this character's the best. Shady K praises him a lot.
Oh, Draken?
Yeah, Draken, yeah. Just because Shady's praising him a lot, I know this character's broke.
You know, I mean, that fireball is really good. Green Ring. Kind of like super utility.
Got your free card. Oh, let me see.
my god. Yo.
I respect that. I respect that. Nobody wins. Daniel, I see Clyde. Make that guy. Okay. Dead?
Oh.
Casting on what else?
Uh,
Oh. Somebody's calling. That might be 911. Might be 911. Huh? Yo, the orchestras is out here, son. Created the music. I like the fact you can actually chip kill. It's been a while since I've seen it.
It's been a while for chip damage.
Yeah.
we got shit kills. You trying to jump in? Trying to go train? What you trying to do?
We go to trip. No, I ain't get washed by y'all.
Hey, let's play with mine.
I get washed by y'all.
I mean, I can play
You guys
versus
are
mode all.
bullies. You guys are bullies. Did you see
I
what
can
they did in
I
the
can
game?
play versus mode all day.
Oh, okay, we could just play one more match and yeah. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate you guys checking out the game, man.
On the flip side with the drops. We'll see what's up. You guys look very comfortable. I mean, really. You see this? Hey, that's what it's about.
Just are you whooping my ass on my own game, dude? Is that what you?
You know, I mean, I help with some of it. You know what I mean? It's okay. Oh my god. I was definitely just jerking the stick.
Let's go. Oh, fuzzy.
What? Oh!
Yo, this thing's going.
Yo, I could've won. Mayday.
Oh, which way am I?
And you can't. Oh, yeah, he recovers instantly. Oh, we out.
Ooh.
I tried.
Some requests to have Shady kick in there. Wow.
I'm telling you guys.
Should I call him?
telling
Yeah,
you.
call him. Tell him to play a match. Call him.
Summon him. Summon him like the Dragon Sword. Shady K. He just comes to laugh at him. Shot. Oh, Shady.
Here we go. Look who's here.
I know for a fact you cheated. You cannot hide that from me. Ow.
Now I gotta show that secret
Nah, we're only playing. We're only playing 4 today. Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously. You could to take over on my character.
Oh, you know that hand. That's the gentleman's
Oh, no.
handshake. The gentleman's handshake.
Ooh.
Oh, to bait out the baits? Bait the bait? Good way to look at it. Go for
See,
it.
this doesn't matter. I'm calling my man's out.
What buttons do you can use? Yeah.
My man's back folded.
Yo, but why I was blocking so much against Dragon?
We're about to find out right now. Let me see stuff, Shady. Yeah.
Yeah, just for the record, Long's better at the game than I am currently. So.
Listen, you guys, you're dealing with a professional here. You guys are professionals. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Oh, y'all play the same button layout?
I think so. If you don't,
Marvel State.
You're the first player.
Oh shit.
so you bundle again?
Wow. Okay. Okay. I see Shade already. What flea market you guys found Shade K at? Okay. I haven't seen you punch in a while. I see you all the time. Oh, wait a minute. Small one. Oh.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. He went for it. He went.
Oh, mix. Oh my God. Yo, you gotta hear how the stick is moving on just a second. Oh, you know what side you gotta go to.
The game's getting pushed to its limits right now.
Oh my god.
I would've done it too. Just to assess the situation, right? Wow, I like how you crossed them out with the launcher.
Entire?
Ooh, I got lost. I got lost too.
That's a guarantee mix-up. That's a guarantee mix-up.
The gentleman's handshake. Oh,
Again.
it's a pick me up. Get it? To the throne, though. Okay, Jay. Oh,
Oh my god.
Don't worry, it's just one game.
Oh, you could have hit it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I didn't.
Normal too, man.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
This kid is talented, huh? This kid is really talented. Oh!
Alright.
God.
Run that back, run that back.
We got that.
Run that back. That's looking good. That look good. One more match.
Justin showing the fundamentals.
I want to stay in the line with Dragon, bro.
Yeah, I know, shit.
Dude.
Dragon looks so sick. I want to move like that.
Man, you guys are having some fun. I'm kind of jealous I am whack right now. I'm pretty sure I'm the wackest in the office. I'm the wackest in the office. Chris, I know you kick my ass. No?
I'll get there.
Okay, I'll be back.
Yeah.
I'll be back. Alright, Tommy. trying to go for pants. What's up? Oh, they both shaking hands. Oh, let the sparks fly. Independence Day.
Oh, he was gonna switch the direction.
Oh, counters? Hard reads? Oh. I respect that. Wow.
Ouch.
Num num. That was tasty. Oh, suck though.
Oh.
Okay, stay tagged with it. Okay, I like that.
Oh.
I'm just so thankful.
Yeah.
Okay. The Fundy Undies. Get off of me. Get off of me. That's first blocks. Legs. I like that. Let go of my assist, please.
Oh my God.
Oh. Standing call.
Get your ball on, huh? Home stretch, Shady. Let's go. Let's go kill this man. Yeah! Kill this man.
No, I need him.
Dead! Oh! It's alright. I mean, it wasn't meant for you. The fact that you tried to get the punish. Go for me. Staggering like that.
Oh my God, I crossed out.
I got it. I got it.
Oh, he went for it. Nice.
That was dirty. That was dirty. That was dirty. That was dirty. I see. See, you guys are powering up as games go. It's actually like moving around.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
if I was on there, I'd probably just be getting acquainted with down back and push block.
So what are we doing? Best of three?
Yeah, that's the tiebreaker. Tiebreaker.
Yeah. Somebody gotta leave with a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah.
Just can't get a tie. What is that? It's a tie. A tie? Oh, that's the proper punish, huh?
Ooh.
That's a good way to mask your grab, right? Like, this is like actually
Yeah.
just hitting the grab. Okay. All right, Tommy. Oh, what a way to preserve.
Oh.
Nice. All of us are on your side. Take it. Yo, it'll be ill.
Yeah, cassette tape?
Yeah. Take it. That'd be cool to summon some putties, yo.
That works.
I know.
Yes, it does work. That's what man. That's what man.
How'd you know? Oh, he just
Oh, it
came
has to
right
be
back.
high. Has to be high.
I see why you're not sleeping at night, Shady. I see why you not sleeping at night.
In the last, man.
Real, I can see.
All day.
Just use straight lights to recover.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Red Ranger till you push block and do the EX?
Yeah, because it has forward movement.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, he switched. Yeah, he switched.
Hey, you hit me. It wasn't even close.
Yeah, it's not. It only his.
Oh my god, that took so much.
Yeah, nice game.
And the championship stays in the office. The championship stays in the office. All right, okay, Shady. Well, thank you for blessing us with this.
Yeah, that was fun, man.
Came out of
Damn it.
I haven't
Thanks,
seen you in
Thanks for
what?
coming, guys.
No, for sure, for sure.
But as you guys saw, how the matches were, it's like very strong, very fast paced, a lot of baiting. I think the combat flow is obviously pretty fun to watch in general.
Yeah,
I
that was.
kept that flow with in a 3v3 match is good. Like we don't want to see no slow pace.
Yeah.
But yeah, wow, guys, that was amazing. What a show, man. Thanks again, guys, for our guests here, guys. Justin, Yipes, you guys are amazing. Thank you for coming to the office. Man, that's a lot of fun. And guys, just to recap what's going on here, we got Morph Madness going on. Don't forget to check out battleforthegrid.com and make sure you vote, because when you vote, you get a chance to win the big prize bundle that we have there. Next thing is obviously, gameplay. Everyone wants to see gameplay, right? So we did 4 characters today. We're obviously going to be doing more throughout the rest of this campaign. So make sure you guys check us out, twitch.tv/nway_games. Each week, we're going to be revealing a bunch of new characters. So make sure you guys tune in. Other than that, guys, thanks again, guys, for joining in. Yeah, we're signing out. This is good to go. Thanks. That was awesome.
guys.
See you guys later.
Make sure you guys hit the follow button.